What is your name and what are the activities you're involved in?
All right. Hi.
Tell us all the activities.
All right. So hi, I am Jonathan Cifuentes. I'm in 12th grade. The things I do are not that much. Just basketball, music, filming, acting, and college apps and yeah, just those four things. That's all.
Okay, how long have you been involved in those activities for each one?
All right. So for acting more than like I'm pretty sure I started. I was like, I mean, eighth grade. So I want to. Eighth grade was like what 2017? No, that's ninth grade. So I would say like more than like 5 years. Pretty sure 5 to 3, yeah, 5 to 4 years. I was working as an actor. Yeah. For basketball, I started here at Expo, so I want to also say 5 to 4 years because I from here from Expo. Later on, I went straight to my school for 2 years. This is my second year. For music, 3 to 4. I started, around like age 14, to, my parents like, go, 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 just started me, all right. And what I'm missing? Oh, film. I started film, I think at age 15, at the beginning, so I only did it for 2 years. First, I did it at my school, and later on, when I came here to Expo, I was introduced to you, and I did your program, for FX from last year and the last year as well. So yeah, those are the years.
Okay. Can you tell me what do you like about all those activities? What do you like about them that keeps you like doing them?
Yeah. So for music, I like to play music to be honest. And as well for me when I was actually a little kid, I actually wanted to play the drums when I was a little kid. But the problem is that I didn't really have, the motivation to play drums because actually the drum set was actually too big to go to my house anyway, so I couldn't really put a drum set in my house out of an apartment. And later on, my parents like you should try music, so I am coming here at Expo again, and I tried the viola program, and for 3 to 4 years I've been playing the bass. So as well with the bass, I didn't know like it turns out the bass was like one of the less used instrument here in the viola in Expo. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm pretty sure I have to pick it up because there are many play the bass because due to being big as well. It's you can't really fit in your house. It depends how you like live in the area. Like live in an apartment, it's quite hard for me to put my bass at one location. Like I always gotta put my room because my room is like semi big. I just can't put my closet because we got a bunch of stuff. So it's really hard to practice as well around my house because small place I can't really play a lot, but I do practice a little bit. But as well, like for me, the bass is one of my favorite instruments because it's a low string, so it's as well as like quite the loudest one out of the entire out of violin, viola, and cello because due to being very big. The bigger the instrument, more it gets louder. As well, you got to put pressure on the bow. But yeah, and because the reason I actually got intrigued with it because you remember Daniel, right? Daniel.
Yeah, yeah, I remember Daniel.
Yeah, he introduced me to the bass. Well, actually, when I came here, to look at the music, he was there. He was playing the Seven Nation Army on the strings. I was like, oh, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, let's go. Like, I had to pick it
Yeah.
up. I had to pick it up because it's even though it's like the lowest one, but it's still cool. So I ended up picking it up, and that's why I'm still doing music. For basketball, just to get in shape, to be honest, because I'm pretty sure I was like at age 12, I was like actually pretty fat. I didn't really do much sports. All I did is go home and just eat. That's all I did in the homework.
That is really hard to believe that you were a fat kid, honestly.
No, I was an almost fat kid because I didn't even do many. I didn't go outside and play sports, but then I'm like, oh, so I played soccer. Actually, I played soccer first, but later on, I got a little injured, and also I wasn't really feeling it due to me, being back then I was actually quite slow. I was slow back then, so I couldn't, pick up my speed as well. My leg, me using my legs on the soccer ball, it was quite hard for me. So I'm like, yeah, dropping it. So later on, I came to Expo and played basketball, which was, pretty cool. I wasn't the best, when I played it, of course. Not everybody's the best, or I wasn't really talented. So, I ended up coming here at Expo, played, my 45 years here. Well, actually, my bad, 3 to 4, my bad, 3 to 4. And when I left, when I left Expo, I came to my school. My school outside the basketball team. I didn't know that. When my dad's like, hey, you should try out. See how that goes. I ended up trying out. I made it to JV. I'm still in JV because I'm quite. But I'm okay though. I'm decent in basketball. I do my part of the job. But when I played basketball, my coach is like, "Hey, well, you're good, bro. You should actually try for your team because you're fast. For a basketball player, as well your defense is on point, but your offense needs to be worked. But then again, you're a good basketball player. You should try out." So I ended up did. My first coach was surprised how well I played. He's like, "Man, you hustle, man. You hustle." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just trying to get the ball back to my team because like I told him like, hey, well, if I get the ball, either two things is gonna happen. One, I go straight to the basket to do a layup, or I just pass it because my shooting, it's like 20% chance I'm gonna make it. 20 max 20.
Only 20%.
Yes,
Only 20%.
only 20%, bro. Like I'll make it, but then again I'll miss. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not taking that chances. So,
I guess we won't be using you for 2K anytime soon.
no, you won't. Sadly, but it's okay though. There's other players to use. But yeah, what's next? Oh yeah, film. I only do it because it gets me out of easy class. I actually took film to be honest, just to get an easy A. But I had friends in it, and I'm like, oh wait, it's actually quite fun because as well, not only I'm on camera, but I'm also doing my acting career at the same time. Because like I said, I did acting, so I was able to use my acting skills in that class. So later on, in my age is like, hey, we've been doing like, oh, I've been making short films in my school, and I could show you one of them if you want me to. I end up did, but he never asked, so I'm like, oh, unfortunate, but it's okay though. He could still, Expo Center Clubhouse. You could watch my videos there. I made one of them. I made like a couple of films with my friends in school. After that, then when I hit 11th grade, I went to film level 2. And I'm like, all right. My friends weren't there. Some had to go different classes. So I didn't even do that much, but I still did films. I help people with cameras and stuff. So yeah. And this year, then again, I'm doing the same thing. I don't really make much films myself, but mostly like a helper, with camera or like if they need another actor, I'm like, I got you. I'm free. But right now, I'm actually trying to make a film myself right now. It's still a work in progress, even though I've been telling this for the past 2 months. But then again, I'm always, with things around my agenda, so I can't really, go do, all this stuff. But I still have, I'm planning to make a script for it because I made a film before, no script, all that was improv. It went completely wrong. But in the end, I still, posted it. My friend made it. He helped me with the editing. Props to my friend Carlos. He's a cool guy. He also has his own channel. You guys go watch it, JJ Styles or CA Production, I think that's what it's called. And he made a bunch of films with his friend. As right now, he's actually making a film called Spiderhood. So you guys should be looking for that. Yeah, right now I think he's like in the 8th or 7th film in there. It's pretty good. If you guys are a big fan of Spider-Man, you guys might be a big fan of Spiderhood. All I say is that it's completely different. So kids, if you're a big fan of Spider-Man, do not watch it. It's more of like an adult teenage movie, if you understand the reference a bit. Am I missing something else?
I mean, probably acting, but we'll move on. So,
yeah.
So I kind of wanted to talk to you about just like how those different activities kind of affect you mental wise, and just like, what's your thoughts about kind of doing everything, because I always tell you, you always have a lot of things that you're doing. You're doing like 5 things that should be for like 3 different people. So, what are some of the downsides of like having so many activities?
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot. All right. Like, so one of the downsides, you have a lot of stress. All right. Because
I would imagine.
Yes, you don't understand, bro. Like, so saying like, with music, I have to memorize a piece, right? So I memorize a piece. Then for acting, I'm like, oh, I have to memorize this. I have to memorize this script. So not only I have to, practice, both things, but I have to memorize both of them.
Yeah.
And with music, it's about the fingering and the letters. That's you got to memorize. But with the acting, I remember it's the mood swings, the how the character is supposed to be played, as well, the emotions they're supposed to take out, and having those two things at the same time can affect your sometimes you can even get them confused. There'll be times,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh wait, I'm playing supposed to play this, rough because I believe my character is playing. Like, no wait, I'm not doing acting. I'm playing music. So that will cause a lot of confusion and all that as well. With time, because you gotta practice. Like, oh, I got practice. Like, I have this film coming up like in 30 minutes. I mean, like, not 30 minutes, like in 30 days, and you have music that comes up in 20 days.
Mm-hmm.
So not only you have to practice the music for 20 days, but after the music's done, you only have 10 days to memorize the script and remember everything. And that script could be like, I don't know, like 50 pages long. And there'd be times that you are mostly the lead. So you have to memorize a lot of scenes, a lot of words and all that. So it takes a lot of stress, and makes you get all crazy and stuff, which is not good. But with me, I got used to it a bit, but then again, it's still not good because it can affect your mental as well. It gives you a lot of stress. It catch you physically, just drain your body because
Mm-hmm.
you've been doing a lot of things, and will cause a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I would imagine like it would have like some type of tone like that. You know, have there ever been days where you're just like, I just want to quit it all?
Yeah, there be days like when I came back from music after my basketball game, I'm like, because I have a performance coming up literally next Monday, and I have not practiced my music because I'm always with stuff. And as a senior, we have college to work on. So not only I have to work on college apps, as well, I started late because I had a lot of things in my mind, and also like I said, I didn't even take I'm like, oh, I should be doing this because if I don't take this seriously, I'm gonna be in trouble.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I gotta do this. And the time I was doing that, my music was coming up, and my teacher's like, Jonathan, what? We got a couple. We got like a couple of weeks left for your performance. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, it's me. Crap. So right now I'm like thinking to myself, like, do I want to quit after this? After my first semester and dip, or just keep going and finish the semester strong, and tell myself like, okay, after this, after with this semester, I'm done. Because if I keep doing this, it's gonna cost me a lot of time and a lot of stress. Because like I said, not many people could hold that a lot, and I'm barely holding it. So I'm like, I might be done after my last semester of music at Viola.
Yeah, I can imagine. Do you have a lot of family? Like, do you have a lot of like family members?
Yeah, yeah, I have a lot. Yeah,
Okay, have you ever experienced like maybe like a tragic loss in the family or anything like that, and it's just like
yeah,
dumped on top of that, you got like all this stuff, and it's just like,
yeah. I had well, it's not like a family, more of a friend type of thing.
yeah,
My friend's grandma passed away a couple of
hmm,
weeks before, and it was really sad because with him, because he barely, when he heard the news that his grandma passed away, his daughter was coming to this world. And the sad part is that when she had her funeral, that's when her daughter was born.
mm,
And with that, you know, for me, even though I'm not really, related to that type with his grandma, but then again, I'm like, still I feel pain because he wanted to show his daughter to his grandma when he came back because he's in Korea right now. He's in the military. So I was like, dude, I'm sorry. And I told him like, hey, I can make a video for you if you want me to. I could go get a camera and all that. I'll try my best. He would say thank you. So at the moment right now, I'm still editing the video. I haven't started yet because of college, but I'm starting next week. But with that, I'm like, for me, people's like, why are you worrying about something that is not ready to? I'm like, well, he's my friend, and for us, we're there for no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when he was panicking with his daughter. I'm like, dude, what? Don't worry, just just pray and that's it. All right, and believe that if you need anything, we'll be there. Like every time it's like, hey, bro, what, you think we don't need to play or nobody gets on? We won't get on. Not today. If you need to take a break, we got you. And as well, he was panicking with his daughter because his daughter got a little when she came to she was when she was born, she wasn't really healthy. Her eye didn't open. Her left eye didn't open. And so we're like, hey, dude, don't. It's okay. Just she's a newborn. Maybe some babies takes a while to recover when they're born. Not everything comes in like that.
Yeah.
And we're like, dude, what? Just just be happy that your daughter is still alive. Or alive and well. As if it has with any problems, just let us know. Just try your best to do as everything. He was like saying like, oh, I'm a bad father. Oh, it's probably my genes. Like, dude, let me tell you one thing. Not every baby comes perfect. Many parents wish their parents could come perfect, but there be times kids are they're human. Don't forget, we're all human. Not everything comes in perfect.
Yeah,
So
that is true.
yeah, and I'm like, dude, what? Just take a deep breath, and we'll find you. You can find your way, or we will try to find a way for your daughter to open that eye again. Because as a father, it's your, you know. Now I'm not trying to say, I'm not trying to, tell them like what to do as a father, but like it's more like, hey, what I know I'm not a father. People's like because many people say like, Jonathan, why you give this advice if you're not at this specific age? I'm like, well, I know I'm not that specific age, but like it's common sense. Like, dude, what? Just pray and hope that your daughter gets well. That's all. That's all I'm asking for you. And we'll pray for you if you want us to. I'll pray for church every single Sunday. Every time I go to church, I'll pray for you and for your family. And I hope God answers my prayers.
All right. Um, has there ever been a time where, like, because of all your activities, I don't know, you felt like you had to disappoint someone because of a conflict of schedule?
Yeah. There'll be times, with a bunch of stuff I'm always doing. Like last 2 years ago, I was playing music. I had to leave music early during Saturdays because I had basketball at the hour. So I had music start at 10, I think at 9:30, and my game would start at 11. So I'll only have like an hour and 30 to play music. But the problem is that we're supposed to be there for 2 hours. So I would leave like 30 minutes early. And there'd be times that, because I already knew the music already,
Yeah.
but there'd be kids who still don't know. So we keep repeating the same thing that the part I'm like, oh, I don't even need to do anything because my part is just plucking and that's it, or play, quarter notes. And when I leave, the teacher's like, "Oh, we're sorry." I'm like, "No, it's okay. As long as they get their part, I'm ready for anything." And and I disappointed a bit with my music teacher as well because like, Jonathan, well, you gotta stop leaving, bro. You gotta stick to something. I'm like, I'm trying, dude. It's just that with my parents again, my parents want me to do a lot of things because they're
Yeah.
like, hey, when you get older, you can use all these things that you use, back younger and use it as opportunity to get higher. I'm like, yeah, but understanding that I have no more time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so I ended up doing it. And one time, I think my music teacher before the one I have right now, I'm pretty sure he was just tired of me, to be honest, because there'd be times I would show up prepared, but there'd be times I would screw up, and I would keep screwing up the same thing every single time. And for me, I felt nervous. And he's like, Jonathan, what? That's okay. That's. I know you understand you're screwing that. Just take your time. And I'll go take my time. I'll nail it. I'm like, okay, perfect. Do it again. I did it again. And then again, it's like, okay, now try to do it same speed. That's what I did it. I'm like, all right, perfect. Now do this part. I do the same part and again. Then the next time I come back in, I will still mess up the same thing.
Mm.
And he was like, Jonathan, what? You practice this. You know that. Why you keep messing? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I just get nervous when I play this part again. Like, it's like, Jonathan, what? Just take a deep breath and relax. and I'm doing that, and it worked. I played it part everything perfectly. It's like, all right, great night. Then this music teacher I have right now, Mr. Zach, with him, I don't have time to play my music when I get home because when I get home at 8 o'clock. All that. Wednesdays, I have basketball practice, and I'm really tired when I get after practice because I'm always running back in court, and I also have to go back on my bus, take a shower, and do my homework. Especially as a senior, you got to get your things ready, and literally on Monday, I don't even know how to play the first part, and the first part's easy. That's the sad part, dude. I'm when I say easy, like it's basically that's it, literally. But the problem is that when I play it, I play the right notes, but I play it like I'm playing it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And my teacher's like, Jonathan, well, you got the right intonation. All right, it's okay if you get the wrong intonation as long as it sounds right. That's all that matters. If it's a little off, that's okay. But just get it right. And I would get it right, but I would just make it slower. He's like, Jonathan, well, you can't make it slower. You have to speed it up. And I just speed it up. I keep messing up.
Mm-hmm.
For the past 30 minutes, we're playing the same part. He's like, Jonathan, what? We gotta move on. I'm like, I'm sorry. He's like, no, it's okay. I understand. I see. I know you can get it, but you gotta keep practicing it. So I did, and I practiced a little bit, on my fingers, and I still listen to the music is called "Waking Alive" as we were doing, and I think I'm pretty sure because there's two parts. The main part, da, 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 that's like the first part. The second part is more like the backup, playing the boom, 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 like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pretty sure I'm playing that part because when I go to class today, I'm pretty sure I think I need to play the second part because I've not been committing lately, and and I promised I should have committed, but I'm not committing. Like I had to talk with him too. I'm like I think that I'm not any longer commit to music anymore. He's like, honestly, I respect your decision, but then again, you have to finish this semester because you can't just say I'm done, even though the thing is coming up like in a week.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. So I'm gonna tell him today. He's like, hey, what? I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna finish this semester strong and next semester strong. Then I'll be done. So that's it's a lot of things that I
Yeah.
have to open myself to because I don't really open. I like my parents like no, you gotta finish it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I'll do it, and I'm gonna finish it strong.
Yeah. All right. So last question is, um, how do you see these activities benefiting your goals for the future?
So with film, because like I said, um, when I get older, I'm planning to take film. I'm planning to do film full time because I've been doing it for a couple years, even though it's like the lowest one I've done, but I'm more committed to it because with my acting career, like okay maybe I'm not a fit actor, but I could at least fit in the camera or like lights industry because I know how to set up, so I'm like okay I can do that. So I'm pretty sure with film it's gonna help me with my university or college applications because it's the I'm pretty sure not many like pretty sure I'm gonna do well on it. For basketball, I might play basketball in university or college, but like I said, just for keeping myself fit because I don't want to act like my brother. My brother's he's like I play all these sports. I'm like dude, why are you in your house then? Why are you still here looking like a big balloon? And he gets mad. He's like, Jonathan, I did more than you. I'm like, all right, you did more than me, but why are you in this condition? He's like, Jonathan, what? I can easily beat you. Like, yeah, you can easily beat me. Go for it. But then again, I want you to be fit because my dad he was fit when he was younger, and he's started getting the big balloon when he turned 30 when he met my mother. But look at you, you're 23, dude. Like, come on, and all that. So I'm like, so I'm just taking sports just to keep myself busy. So I'm like pretty sure I benefit as for my body when I get older. For music, I could technically use it for film as well because maybe I could it's like oh we need like a bass player. I'm like I could play bass like but level like I'm level 2, so I could play a bit of a like oh all you need is to play this just this quick measure. Am I right? Dun, dun, dun. Like I could play that. I'm like no problem. I could play on the D string or any string. When playing the E string, all right. So that would mostly help me with stuff. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it.
Okay. So before we sign out, what is one thing you would tell kids that are dealing with the same thing you're dealing with? What advice would you give them?
The advice I will give them, say this, guys: don't bite more you can chew. Don't, because if you're gonna bite, like, say you're gonna try to do 5 things at the same time, don't do two or one things, because then again, if you can handle more than two, go for it. But understand that it will take time. It will be time consuming as well. It will take time away from you and your family, because you won't, you have to do a lot of things. Especially, it depends what you're doing. Like, say, if you play music, you gotta practice a lot. All right, music. People in the music industry does not care about your feelings. They want the best of the best. If you could not perform the best of the best, they will not accept you. They don't care if you're a little kid, even a grown up. They want the best of the best. So, for me, I'm doing all these things because I can handle it, but not anymore, because my time, is, I have a lot of things coming up as an adult. But as a younger kid, you have a lot of time, to be honest, as a younger kid. But when you get older, you gotta start taking things down. You gotta stop doing this. You gotta stop doing that. So just do one or two things. That's it.
All right. Thank you, Jonathan.
Anytime.